How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another bonus episode for Kirby's Epic Yarn. Last time we returned to Dreamland for like the 4th time or something, and we did the extra levels that are within Dreamland, Meta Melon Isle, which was basically a gauntlet of all the Metamortex abilities, and then we boarded Battleship Halberd. This time, we're going to be going over the extra epic things that are within Kirby's Epic Yarn on the 3DS, including Devilish Mode. But before then, I want to showcase, officially, all of the Ravel abilities that are within the game. These Ravel abilities are essentially copy abilities from normal Kirby games, since, this is a little bit extra epic, if you will. Anyway, these Ravel abilities are basic replacements for the normal copy abilities. They're even called Ravel abilities, or in some languages they're actually called knitting powers, which is hilarious. But anyway, I do want to talk about all of these abilities. Now, fortunately, there aren't 30 or so that are within Kirby, within the regular Kirby series normally. There's only about 6 of them, so let's start out with the one I actually had to use, unfortunately, in the series to even make it to the Yin Yarn battle in the finale, the Button ability. So, with the Button ability, we can make button bombs, and yeah, it's pretty much straightforward. Anyway, the flavor text for the Button Ravel ability reads, "Toss button bombs that can blow up all kinds of things. You could even blast open a path." And the next Ravel ability that I'll talk about are the knitting needles. So with the knitting needles, it's essentially equivalent to the throw ability. So with the knitting needles, we can make giant yarn balls, which is super awesome. You can make a yarn ball anytime, normally by hitting B, but if you're near an enemy, you can make a huge yarn ball. The flavor text reads, "Make a yarn ball anytime, or make a huge yarn ball by wrapping up an enemy." The next one I want to showcase is the Wire Ravel ability, which, obviously, when you grab the ability, you'll notice that it looks very like Sword. Anyway, with the Wire ability, it's basically like you're using the Sword copy ability. It's so uncanny, they might as well have just included a link hat on this thing instead of having a paperclip. Anyway, the flavor text for the Wire ability is, "Swing your sword and cut through anything. Turn the tables in a big way with a flurry of slashes." The next Ravel ability I'd like to talk about is Bobbin, which I don't know why that word sounds so hilarious to me. Anyway, your yarn whip technique is basically you basically replace it with a bobbin wheel, I guess? I don't really know what a bobbin is, so that's also why it's funny to me. But anyway, bobbin is pretty much comparable to the yo-yo ability, which I like the yo-yo ability, so bobbin by default is probably my favorite of this bunch. Anyway, the flavor text for the bobbin ability reads, "Flick your bobbin yo-yo with abandon." Is that really what it says? Wow. That sounds so weird, but funny at the same time. And the next Ravel ability I want to talk about is the Nylon ability, which it's hard to say because it's basically the Tornado ability, but the way, like the actual aesthetic of it looks kind of like the Ice ability, but it's more comparable to Tornado. It just reminds me of Ice because of the blue. Anyway, the Yarn Whip technique is replaced with a Windy Vortex that Kirby can create for a brief period of time, and you'll be suspended in midair, drawing nearby beads, and damage nearby enemies, so yeah, it really is just Tornado. Anyway, the flavor text for Nylon reads, "Become a whirlwind, spin, spin, and spin some more." Last but not least are the Marking Pins Ravel ability. So Kirby's Yarn Whip technique now is accompanied by him throwing out 3 pins at a short distance. Basically, the Marking Pins is the equivalent of the Ninja ability. Anyway, the flavor text for the Marking Pins is as follows. "Throw those marking pins, toss them at enemies, left and right." And since I'm talking about the Ravel abilities, there are some extra special looking equivalents of some of the Ravel abilities, thanks to the amiibo functionality within Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn on the 3DS. So by scanning in any of the 4 Kirby series amiibo, and probably also the Smash equivalents for Kirby, DDD, and Meta Knight respectively, you can get some various variant costumes of certain Ravel abilities, which I will be showing you on screen right now. The last thing regarding Ravel abilities that I want to talk to you about is a neat little detail in which, after you complete a level or quit a level and then go on to another world, you'll still have your Ravel ability on top of your head, which means Kirby will be wearing them in the cutscenes with Prince Fluff. And those are the Ravel abilities that are within Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Nintendo 3DS. However, there's one more 3DS exclusive that I do want to talk about. Actually, technically 2, so I might as well do this first one now. The main one, though, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, is Devilish Mode, which is the basic main component of the 3DS version, the main reason it exists. So, how about I just go into Fountain Gardens for this, just to show this off. Now, I will be showing Devilish Mode in a moment, but there is another exclusive that I did double check to make sure was only in this version that I wanted to check. So, on a completed level, I don't know if it has to be completed first. Actually, no, it doesn't. Anyway, let's enter this level, let's enter Fountain Gardens, and there is a really cool speedrunning trick that is within Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Because, if we were to pause the menu, on the bottom corner of the little menu, there's Angie just chilling out there in the corner. If you press on Angie, you can have her clear the stage for you. Obviously, you won't get any collectibles at all, but you can speedrun this game in, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, I think? Because you don't need to do 100% for, you know, any percent categories. Yeah, you can clear this game very easily, and you automatically get the patches for clearing the levels too, so it's really neat, but a little weird. Like, they really made this game the baby version of Epic Yarn, but I mean, people have to start somewhere, right? Anyway, let's hop back into Fountain Gardens, because the aforementioned Devilish Mode is what I want to show off next. So, let's hop into Fountain Gardens Devilish Mode, and let's just see how different it is compared to normal mode. The one thing that you're gonna notice is that very shortly, there is going to be a little devil that pops through the top screen. This is the Me Devil, the main devil that you're gonna be dealing with. Now, thankfully, you can actually destroy these devils and pretty much stop them from harming you, just like that. Ooh, you get a crystal star out of that too, that's actually very nice. Anyway, your main goal in Devilish Mode is to make it to the end of the stage with as many life pieces as possible, because again, this is a bit of a harder mode of Kirby's Epic Yarn, and it basically allows you to die if you lose all your life pieces, unlike the original game where you get saved by Angie every single time. So yeah, you can destroy the Me Devil and get actually a lot of them. I think there are 3 varieties of devils. The Me Devil, there's a Ye Devil I know, which is hilarious. And then there's one more that has like a heart tail, which is super funny. But yeah, there are, Devilish Mode, at least in the early stages, is quite easy, as you can see. I'm not really having too much trouble. The later levels and obviously boss levels are probably a disaster, but some of these earlier levels you should make it through no problem, because again, you can take out the enemies, and if you know what you're doing in each stage, it also isn't really that hard. Whoa, that was a golden star from Prince Fluff? I've never seen that before in this mode. That's actually kind of cool. Also, if they already have a projectile available to hit you, you can destroy that projectile from the devil, so that's actually super cool. I've never seen that golden star before from Prince Fluff in this mode. That was kind of cool, not gonna lie. But yeah, again, your main goal in Devilish Mode is to get to the end with all of the life pieces. You start out with 5, and the more life pieces you have at the end of each level, the better you do in terms of collectibles, because there are more collectibles in this game thanks to this mode. Let me get to the end really quickly. Actually, well, we have to go through this here with the Metamortex. So, let's just be very, very careful, because I'd like to not lose any life pieces. Although, I honestly don't know if the devil will show up in this right now, because the devil actually went away when I went into the Metamortex, so maybe not. Huh, okay. Well, that's something. Alright, let me take you out, because I do not want to deal with you. Yeah, the devil is, like, completely gone. The devil hasn't shown up again. That's a little weird. That'd actually make this level really hard if the devil didn't disappear on you. Alright, let's just make our way through here. Let's get to the ending, because I do want to show off the collectible stuff. Okay, let's not get hit. Okay. D. Cannons. Come on, there we go. Shoot you. Shoot you. Okay. We're almost at the ending. Gotta watch out for this. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not gonna get me. Okay. Oh, I thought I took you out. Guess not. Come on, there we go. Destroy you. Get the crystal star. Take you out before you take me out. There we go. Alright, so now we're at the end of the Metamortex, and the devil should pop up at least one more time, or not. Actually, will it pop up here at the end? Maybe? Survey says I don't think it's gonna pop up. Alright, so let's just get the ending here. We didn't collect any of the collectibles at all in this stage, but this is the mere purpose of showing Devilish Mode. So when you get to the end, you'll have a little chart showing how many life pieces you brought. If you also got the treasures too, that would be there as well. I like how it's different. It has a little bit of purple, although the life pieces shoving the ranking to like a lower degree is a little weird, but they could have just had it be a little shrinked but above life piece. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, for the life pieces you bring to the end, you will get a bit of a little chart that you can fill up and also collect treasures, including this one we just got, the smoke machine. Puff puff, a machine that generates a cloud of smoke. So yeah, your main goal would be to pretty much get full 5 life pieces at the end of every level, and then pick up a whole bunch of collectibles that you can decorate your pad with. I'm not going to be showing all of that off because that would be very, very redundant, and I don't want to play every single level to get every single remaining piece of furniture, because that's basically what's left to collect in terms of furniture. Anyway, if I were to pause, now we can see that there is a completed life piece chart next to the level name that we just did. So you have your medal for your ranking that you got on the left, the name of the level, Fountain Gardens, underneath is the treasure, and if you've played the stage in Devilish Mode, the life pieces that you brought to the end will be on the right. Pretty cool. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of Kirby's Epic Yarn. Next time, we're going to be showing the remaining residents within the Quilty Court in the Quilty Square, and there's some extra things I want to show off, including co-op mode in the Wii version. Until then though, thank you for watching, and I'm going to talk to Dom Wool.